Sivako! Welcome to the video, everybody. This new piece that I did, it's taken a while to get done, of course, but is my take on. I wanted to basically take home a square segment of the floor at Pandora World or Avatar World or what have you in Animal Kingdom. So my idea for this actually started really early on in my arts and crafts segment of my life. Here that's been going. But, you know, I never really thought that I was going to go about it doing the whole concrete mold and everything. My original idea was going to be I was going to try to do it as a painting and, you know, just use splatter and stuff and make it look like the ground. And I attempted it a few times and never got anywhere close to what I thought would be cool enough to, you know, put in a video or anything. So fast forward probably, you know, 5 months or so, and now I'm getting really into concrete, like, you know, making molds and doing pavers and concrete countertops and stuff like that. And you know, it's just so funny how all these things always align like this. I happened to go to the construction supply store to pick up some glue and stuff, and I see this display that is like a stack. Oh, I'll just include the photo of it right here. And I struck up a conversation with the salesman about it and just wondering what it is. And it turns out that this stuff is like pigment in the purest form, in the form of a powder. And, you know, the conversation leads next to the fact that they have a glow-in-the-dark one, and boom, idea pops right back into my head about the doing the Pandora ground. You know, I should acknowledge something, but that's one of those things where it's like you'd be an egotistical thing to do just because no one's really thinking about you to begin with. But I will acknowledge the elephant in the room and the fact that it's taken so long to come up with this next video. And the reason for that being is the idea of these videos is actually, I kind of hit a snag, because if you invest a lot of time in an art project and it doesn't come out, then, you know, you have to start fresh with a new one, which means that, you know, it takes a long time for the next video to come out. And the art project in which I'm referencing is, I did a 3D Blockbuster video case, you know, a rental case that was bigger, about the size of my chest or so, and I was gonna try to make it like look exactly like it, but it turns out I'm really not that good at painting. Because the front of the case looks great and everything, but when it comes to the text, I just could not do it. I don't have the skill or the anything. So anyway, so that's what led me to this Pandora thing. All right, so yeah, you got your mold done, and it's all looking cool and everything because you splashed it with water and did your, you know, my leaf molds and everything like that. And so now you have a concrete slab that looks cool, but what do you do next? Well, I figured that I'd mix together some stuccos and some paints and stuff like that to mimic the way that they have the ground colored. I'm not really sure how they did it, but for me it was stucco and acrylic paints applied with a wet brush, and then I'd rub some paint thinner and stuff on it afterwards to make it look distressed. I don't have any like deep artist message or anything here with this. It's kind of just like the idea that, you know, Animal Kingdom's cool. Pandora World's sweet. I love that place. So yeah, after you do the paint, you know, splash the stucco and everything on there, make it look cool. Then I filled the cracks with black paint. And that was a tough decision because I figured I didn't want to make it look too cartoony or anything, but at the same time, the cracks weren't deep enough that they really mimicked a real crack. You could see that they were just lines in the concrete. Now onto the most fun part of the project, which was applying the glow-in-the-dark pigment. And the way I did that was I mixed a bunch of it into a squeeze bottle with warm water, and then I filled the cracks. Before every time I applied it, I'd shake it vigorously, and then I would fill the cracks with that water, and with the idea that the water's going to evaporate and the pigment will sit right in the cracks how I wanted it. And that actually turned out working out pretty well. And then once I got the pigment set where I wanted it in all the cracks and everything, then I applied a layer of clear coat finish. And that way the pigment stays placed and everything's stuck where it's at. Well, anyways, that about does it for me, everybody. I had a really fun time doing this one. Like I say in all my videos now, I really hope that you guys had as much fun watching it as I had doing it, because that's the point of this whole thing, of course. Till the next one, see you later, everybody.